This is the Sign 65 from Win Studio, who is a Chinese design studio that got their start in June 2021 and has since designed some very well-received keyboards like their X series, which includes the original X, the X98, and the Z75. Now they're back with their Sign 65, which will be in group buy soon for $288. While that's a little pricey by 2023 standards, does this board's feature justify the cost in 2023? Or will the Sign 65 commit the sin of being overpriced? Let's find out right after you Sokatoa that like button. The Sign 65 is a dual mount plus 65% board that comes in 6 different colors and materials with the option for a wireless Bluetooth PCB. That was a mouthful. Today we're looking at it in semi-transparent, which is supposed to be some type of composite and doesn't really feel like polycarbonate. It has a 7-degree typing angle and, at least for the semi-transparent, weighs only 2 pounds 7 ounces in freedom units. Talking about the mounting configuration, Win Studio designed the board for several mounting options, including top mount, gasket mount, and also plateless, which is my preferred mounting system as far as acoustics is concerned when it's available. Even after building the board in one configuration, it's really easy to swap due to their unique gasket implementation, which has little cutouts on the top gaskets in case you want to later swap to top mount. As well as unique mounting points for plate mount versus plateless. It's an interesting way to approach keyboard design, and I think it would be really cool on an aluminum edition of the board. For the frosted composite edition though, which is semi-transparent, the gaskets are clearly visible, and that's really not aesthetically pleasing to me, but your opinion may differ. I am a little bummed because they were originally supposed to send me the green aluminum, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. So I built this board on stream in plateless configuration with no foams with the createkeebs SOTC switches, which are a JWK manufactured long pull linear with a full palm housing and an LY stem. Keycaps are GMK DMG. Here's the sound test. Next, I wanted to test the board in a different configuration, so here's a test in gasket mount with the aluminum plate with all the foams added and the same SOTCs. Let's take a listen. The difference between the plateless and plate configuration is pretty drastic, as is to be expected. I think I prefer the sound of the board in plateless configuration, but even with the plate and all the foams, it doesn't sound super dead and foamy like some less expensive boards do. Part of that is probably due to the long pull SOTCs, which have a very pleasing and distinct sound signature when compared with foams. Overall, I think the board is very versatile, as even in 2023 there aren't too many options for plateless boards that aren't quite a bit more expensive than the Sign 65. That being said, the ultimate question still is, should you buy this board? And ultimately, that comes down to your personal preference. In this price point, I think the Sign 65 is a solid performer because you're getting the ability for a plateless and plate configuration and a stainless steel weight that admittedly is more for aesthetics than any sound shaping or even for weight. Just like trigonometry, the aesthetics of this board probably won't appeal to everyone, and by now, there isn't really anything truly revolutionary about it. But I do have to give credit to Win Studio for including several thoughtful touches to the design, like the PCB locating pins and the extra long daughterboard ribbon cable, which make assembling this board literally a 10-minute affair. If you're interested, the group buy should begin in early September, and while there isn't a full vendor list available as of the time of releasing this video, it is available at CreateKeebs for you North American folks. Check out some more keyboard content here. I'm MakerMods, and I'll catch you in the next video.